Tonight we're going to try this black-green list from the SCG Classic made by Brennan DeCandio. Looks kind of interesting. I've disliked snakes for a while. There's a whole bunch of like one-drops in here that I'm not loving, but maybe they're just good enough in general. Definitely like the fact that it's got a much later game plan. For some reason, I thought this list had 3 Eldest Reborns, so did I just look at it wrong, or did it port poorly? Nope, I looked at it wrong. Cool. Like it that it has the 4 Fatal pushing the side. I think that's important. A ton of 4 drops. Hey, who cares? What's up? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Approach actually is pretty decent right now. It beats up on these like green-based decks that I'm playing, and there's, even though I don't think they're as good as the red-black decks, there's still a lot of them around. Ooh, are we gonna get to play a way ahead of the curve Karn? That would be nice. I've never done that before. I think the earliest Karn I played is the turn 4. Hey, like a boss, you totally did not have to do that, but I highly, highly appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. That is extremely generous, and I appreciate it. So how are you all doing tonight? Everything going well? Yeah, I was trying to wait till Ginger logs off. I'm a coverage junkie, so like anytime Matt or like Ginger or Dave C. Or Michael Jacobson, I'm generally watching them. Raise your Keefs. I guess he was in Ginger's chat as well. Alright, well, we're going to start with this one. Tick it up. Does this generally get you a land? In this case, it got us a land, as expected. Just kind of just played a lot of spells. We can get a Walking Ballista next turn to Karn because he cannot even Vraska's Contempt. I used to love Thunder. Thunder was great. I'm just not really into MTG Arena. I like it okay, but for some reason I have a hard time watching it. But Thunder's good, people. He's a fun homie to watch. Oh, that was kind of a good draw. Just went live, Smurf. So we don't want him to draw an extra card, so we're just going to go ahead and... Oh, I clicked the wrong one! I was trying to get the Walking Ballista back. Oh, I'm so bad at Magic. I'm so bad at Magic. Now I feel like I need to kill this. Oh, wow. That hurts us quite a bit, doesn't it? This is not Snake, it's the Brendan DeCandio's list from the Open. I guess I'm going to kill this then. Letting them draw cards just seems terrible. I meant to use the Karn ability on getting the Walking Ballista, and apparently I should have read it, and I just got the wrong one. And now we're just smashed, right? Alright, well, we won't mess this one up. On the positive notes, it may actually work out better this way for us. There's a good chance he can't block now. That's just It's just part of what they want. I wish he played a little more, what am I trying to say? Wish he played MTG a little more instead of MTG Arena. But I like the guy. It's one of the homies. Guess I'm going to put one here and here. I don't really want him to have this snake, but letting him draw a card feels to me like I'm going to lose too. If he's got a Gear Hulk, we at least have the Thrashing Brontodon for it, so like maybe this isn't the end of the world, but our play mistake feels like it hurt us a lot, because we'd cast a Walking Ballista at the right time, then we would have still been able to contempt this thing. But we got to make the best out of our play mistake. Oh, that's great. You got banned. The story of Murph's life, always banned. He pressed F6, so I'm just going through the motions here. Gotta play whack-a-mole with Murph. Every time Murph gets banned from a chat, everybody's supposed to take a shot. It could be worse. Especially if he doesn't have anything to go with it. The timeout was justified, but the ban isn't. But anytime you get timed out, like, isn't that just worthy of a ban? Just keep bashing. We have nothing else to do here. Alright, so we at least didn't get punished by our play mistake, which was nice. Carnage Tyrant doesn't feel like the worst thing in the world in a match like this. Doesn't feel great either. Think I like the Contempt. Ooh, they don't really have legends, do they? Then we can grab this bro as well. What sucks? Does Eldritch Reborn kind of suck here? Like, yes, Eldritch Reborn is a powerful card, but they probably have Brontodons in their main deck, and they also probably have, like, an elf or something that they can just, like, sack to the front end of it. Think about just taking these four out. Maybe that's just wrong. I'll take these two and something out. I'm just going to take the Rishas out on the play. Or on the draw. It's just a 23 land deck though. So I don't think I want to take any of the mana producers out. But this hand would be great if we just had a land or two. Alright, well I guess we're keeping this one. Guess we'll keep that too then. Thank you Scotty Naughty for the host. Their Land of Werewolf looks like it wants to fight so much more than our Land of Werewolf. It's kind of a pretty bad draw. We mulliganed into what is effectively 6 lands, but I don't really think we can go to 4. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to waste a cast down on the elf, even though it's probably going to give them their first 3 Lifecasters trigger. Also not going to attack this turn, because anything they play this turn I'm probably going to be pretty happy to cast down, with the exception of Walking Ballista. Which if they do Walking Ballista, at least they're not drawing a card, so Silver Lining. Yeah. So they're not drawing a card at least. Pretty sure we're just not going to beat the Bestiary. I'm going to keep calling it Bestiary, by the way, because I thought it was called that forever. That's a good one. Boo. Okay, cool. Not playing anything with it at least. Guess I'm playing this one. Cool, we get a land. Can't kill it even with a Gearhulk this turn, so... They put that one on top, so I'm imagining at minimum there's a Gearhulk this turn. Well, they chose to draw a card. Gives us chances to hit removal at least. Cool, we hit another land. Yeah, so basically, we are just crushed this game. He said he had real life things to do, and that he just wasn't feeling Magic anymore. Stuff like that. Just has other interests. I think he pushed himself too hard and like kind of burned himself out. Think we can probably concede to that. Maybe not. Maybe we take a minimum of another draw step. Especially if they sack the Ballista to finish us off, we'll definitely take another draw step. Well, that didn't help too much. Pressing F6, because they have a Fatal Push, I'm scooping anyway. Well, we worked a problem. We're going to block this, hope he doesn't have a creature. He probably will, because this card's great. And we don't have access to that card in our sideboard at all. Well, I guess we're still alive, so... We are, however, hellbent. Maybe we can like chain off some contempts or choops or something. But probably not. Yeah, getting this, I don't think we have an out at all now. Alright, so we're dead. Maybe these cards are better than I think they are. Maybe it's just these that are bad in this match. Something similar to this, maybe? Alright. The card didn't seem to do anything that game. But we are on to play, so maybe maybe it would have been a little bit better this game. Alright, we keep. Hand's not great, but it is serviceable. Cool. They had a Llanowar Elf. It's multiple games in a row that they've had it on turn 1. It's a rough thing to beat. Drew us a bunch of lands, and saved us a bunch of damage, which was fine in some matches, just not where we were that game. That's unfortunate they have another land. How do they still have 3 cards yet they've played 4 permanents? I'm the only person that thinks that just sounds absurd. It's just absurd. And they still have more cards in their hand than us. Yet they've drawn 0 extra cards this game other than the first draw step. I don't understand it. Of course. At least we get a Gearhulk this game. Opponent has to discard there. They discarded Vraska's Contempt? What does that mean? Does that mean they have like a blossoming defense or something? Yeah, I'm still going to risk it, I think. Just seems better for me to do this. They probably just have another removal spell. It's probably what it actually means. Well, that's a good one. I guess that means we actually have to get the Brontodon back. So if they brick off this turn, we're like pretty massively ahead. If they hit this turn, we're probably pretty far behind. And hit can be anything that can even crew the Sky Sovereign to protect the Winding Constrictor from the Eldest Reborn as well. Oh wow. Who expected all of that to work out? That was a neat combo. Neat combo has been called. They're done. Wow. So DeCandio was talking about like this working, or this just making people quit on Twitter or whatever. It worked out pretty well. That's kind of neat. All the Eldest Reborn values. It's kind of cool to see it in action. The cards haven't looked impressive though. In our immaculate sample size of exactly one match. Did not win the Nastro. We have to mulligan again. Yeah, I guess we mulligan again. I guess we keep this hand. Have to keep our lands on top. There's only 23 lands. I didn't text that long. I basically just texted and said exactly what happened in that match because I thought it was cool. Really? Fanatical Firebrand. It's been a while. It's been a while since I saw you, little homie. Little homie. No, don't have two. Not when I have a friggin' walking ballista. Oh, was it that loud? I apologize. I didn't realize it was loud. It's like pretty quiet on my end. Kind of just don't even want to play this. Guess I just won't. I didn't have Fanatical Firebrand in my builds. That's actually really sweet. He's gonna throw 2 burn spells at me? Oh. Oh, boo. I thought we had a chance. Thought we had a chance. I didn't know there was a GP list. I didn't see it. I'd say we're dead. I was told it beats the red decks, but I was told Flame of Keld decks beat red decks in general. Obviously, didn't know about this particular one, but that's okay. That will prevent some number of damages. With 30 points of burn. I mean... Oh... So we're just dead. Nice Crasher. And maybe he'll forget to exert it. No. Alright, so we're dead. This makes them all deal +2, right? So this does 5, this does 4, it's exact C's 9. And we out. Boo. Okay. So we probably want this thing. We probably want these things. Probably want this thing. Probably want this thing. And we probably want to cut a lot of our expensive things. Probably want to cut these and these. Do they have chain whirlers? I don't know if they have chain whirlers. If they have chain whirlers, I 100% don't want this card. I assume they have to have chain whirlers, so I'm just going to pretend like they do without actually knowing. Wow. Well, I certainly can't sideboard out this many things. What do we bring back then? These are the things that end the game the best, I guess. Can I bring these in just in case we go to 5 life to like gain life with? Or is that ludicrous? This is just do nothings. I'd rather have these, at least they block. I'd rather have these, at least they block. I'll say it again. We mulliganed that game too, so. This hand's pretty miserable, but I guess we have to keep it too. So we mulliganed on the draw game 1, and in game 2 we get probably the worst hand that I can physically keep that isn't a mulligan. I'd say this is probably the worst hand I can actually keep that is not a mulligan. Weird to have Scavenging Grounds in their deck. Does that mean they don't have Chain Whirlers? That was a good draw. Maybe we should have left cards in the deck if we're just trying to 1-for-1 them. Does that even sound reasonable? Would hundo% block if given the choice, but considering he has shock, I assume I'm never getting that choice. Yeah, didn't think so. Missed a land drop, but we did draw a servant. Given opportunity, I will block again. I don't think I would block with the glint. Yeah, they're heating it up with these draws. Can I just draw one of my 3/4s? We play a bunch of them for a reason. Just give me a 3/4. Feels like it's good enough to basically win these matches anytime you draw it. Well, anytime you draw it before you've taken 8 damage or whatever. Like if we'd had this on turn 3, it's probably pretty hard to lose. Having it on turn 7, however, is a completely different story. I don't even know what I want to draw now. I guess I want to draw Anissa. I didn't want to draw that one. That one will end the game, though, if we do draw another land. You can also block Hazoret, which is one of the reasons I sided it in. Not a land. I don't know why I keep pressing F6. I would probably kill a Flame of Keld with a Thrashing. I guess that means we're sacking the Beaumont Courier for sure then. Let's start trying to end the game before it gets too late. Even if they have a Hazoret now, we only take 2. They have a Glorybringer, we only take 2. We only take 2 if they have this. Easily block. Like, that's not even close. So if they have Thing, even in the Hazoret, we're not dead. Sure. Looking good at taking this one down. Because even if they hit the land, Earthshaker's not enough to kill us, Hazoret's not enough to kill us. Beaumont Courier's not enough to kill us. And since they're dead on board, there's no reason to give them another card. Alright, now we gotta beat this deck on the draw. That's probably a lot harder than to play. Eh. Whatever. Just need early Brontodons. That's the key. Need to print out today's orders before I forget. Sweet. We get the mulligan again. Alright, we keep. So have we lost every game we've mulliganed tonight so far and won every game we didn't? Or am I forgetting about something? I assume this thing's dead, but it may not be. Could be forgetting about something. Ah. Opponent's not letting us have fun. Boo. It's not impressed me so far. In my one match sample size versus it, it's not been impressive at all. I assume they're wanting to sack this anyway, so I'd rather throw this in front of this. That way they actually lose something out of the ordeal. Hey, I was right. Well, we are shielded up at least for the time being. Definitely going to sack Beaumont this turn, I think. We'll put both in front of this and go down to 9 and be sad. They throw up on a burn at this, like, we save damage. So I actually think that's good for us. So I have 4 cards in hand now. Now's when we need to start drawing some contempts. Or if they don't kill anything, even a Carnage Tyrant would be okay. Carnage Tyrant might not be enough to win, but I don't think you can ever be too upset to draw one. Aw, that one hurt. That one hurt. That one's probably enough to make us lose. That double spell there? Yeah. Alright, well, we drew 0 Fatal Pushes, we drew 0 Vraska's Contempts, and we mulliganed on the draw. So it's not surprising at all that we're probably going to lose the match. Right on time, Fatal Push. Nope, we're dead, right? So I play this. I can like kill this and this and this, but I can't beat that. Yeah, I can't beat that. Oh well. Rip the 5-0 dream. Maybe we can not mulligan one game. Hey, JJ, I'm pretty sure all 3 games that we've lost today have been mulligans. I don't remember far enough back to the first game that we lost, because that's too far away, but I'm pretty sure we mulliganed it. What are you into today, JJ? Join match. Hey, we're on to play. This hand's a keep, I guess. Yeah, cards are pretty nice. I do not own them, though. They are not mine, unfortunately. This is the first time that I think I've got recognized for watching someone else. Well, if I'd hit a 3rd land, I wouldn't play this spell right now. I would just hold up the Fatal Push. But since we don't have a 3rd land, I'm just going to hope to play the Servant and hope it survives. It did not survive. Guess I'm just going to play this. It's roughly what I expected, but I think that works out well for me. Maybe it doesn't. I'll play this because I kind of need to kill it. Fortunately, Chain Whirler's just super good right now, but I don't know. Feels like we're just not like playing a whole lot of Magic's what it feels like. Cool. They don't have a great attack. That attack's awkward AF. So we're dead probably if they have another Crasher this turn, and that's fine. Or even a Glorybringer. Actually, a Glorybringer probably wouldn't be enough. Wow, another Kenra? Hey, Beating Penguin. What's up? I kind of just don't want to take damage this turn, so... Or take as little as possible. Really just looking for a black mana? Alright, sweet. Black mana. Black mana engaged! I guess I'll leave them all on defense for a turn. It's going to be a lot of crashers, 3 in a row. Wow. Move to Gainesville. Like moving or moving for work? Okay, to work. Sorry. I am not very bright and I miss things. Thought I had another Fatal Push in my hand, but apparently I don't. So we're going to make this not block? I guess that can't attack then. Three counters in a row are pretty rough. Alright, so we know we're going to kill one of these. That's simple. Now what to do here is... Yeah, because Chain Whirler's so good here, I'm probably just going to double block something like this. Thinking about blocking one of these. I think blocking one of these is fine. I don't want to take a whole lot of damage here. Oh wow, they chose to kill that and not the 3/4. That's mega surprising to me. Yep, we know we're getting this. Just another random blocker in case they bring back the Earthshaker. Now, 3 turns, 3 Earthshakers. Now we get to buy back the Vraska's Relic Seeker, though. That works out pretty well for us. Pretty happy making this trade since we're going to be spending our mana on a Relic Seeker anyway. Make sure we click the right one this time, since we've already messed that up once today. The Relic Seeker ends the game really quickly. Ah, I guess opponent's done then. They don't want to play versus 3 blockers, so that probably means they don't have any Phoenixes in their main deck, maybe? I don't know. Long story short is, I think this is good, I think this is good, I think these are good. That's at the minimum of what I think is good versus red deck wins. They didn't show us any black mana that game, and they showed us Earthshaker, so I'm going to imagine that, that they're not red-black. And they scooped to that awful quick. Maybe I shouldn't be sideboarding that stuff out. Kind of want to bring this in. I wanted to bring it in last time too, and I didn't really know what I wanted to bring in over it. I don't think Karn's particularly good. Maybe these are okay. We can pull cards out of their hand. I guess it's a bad removal spell, so sure. I don't know how to sideboard versus this. You should not come to Eastern Kentucky. They just laid off 100 people at our hospital. That place is going to hell, man. That place is going to hell. They laid off like 100 people and just straight fired some. So this hand's obviously like kind of bad, but I don't know what a good hand is versus them. I guess like a 1-drop into a 2-drop or like some removal spells. Feels like we just play these cards and then like die to a Chain Whirler, but like feels like if we don't, we just die. I should have played the Effort Hub, by the way. Kind of forgot that it was in my hand. Kind of entirely forgot this card was in my hand. Well, I don't know the reason then, Corey, but I know quite a few people that lost their jobs that weren't doing anything wrong or anything. Did I jump the gun on that Vraska's Contempt? Taking 3 damage a turn just seems like I'm going to lose. Maybe that was bad of me. Oh, Double Phoenix. Probably dead. But maybe there's a world where we can draw some Vraska's Contempts and not die. Well, at least the Crasher does nothing. So draw like running Contempts here. Well, that's not one. Yeah, still alive. One-time Contempt. That's theoretically a chance, right? Should have attacked with this. It was a mistake not to. I don't know what dealing exactly 2 damage would have did, but like I still should have. Wouldn't have done anything, so at least that's good to know. I feel like I have to be sideboarding wrong. This card also just doesn't seem good to me versus a Rakili Phoenix deck that has like just a ton of 1/1s and stuff. I really just kind of want to throw one of these in my deck. Just to potentially gain life, but that seems like it's bad too. Alright. Hey, we get to keep a hand. We may not cast spells, and we may get crushed by a Chain Whirler, but we get to keep our hand. Yeah, I really hate glints in this match. I hate the Llanowar Elves too, but it just feels like I don't have anything to bring in. Well, we're going to have to hit some lands. Guess what that's not? Well, 1-2 again. What it seems like to me. Guess I need to kill this. Basic swamp go. %100 block. Because it either trades with this and another activation of a chain whirl, or he throws a burn spell at it. Either way, that's probably a win from the spot we're at. You know, considering we can't cast our spells any damn way. And they have Glory Bringers and stuff, so it's not like holding it back gives us a reasonable chance. Alright. Come on, Magic Online. This has been multiple days in a row where you just, like, won't let us have lands and spells, and that we're, like, mulliganing a bunch. It'd be nice to actually play Magic. Win or lose, it'd be nice to be able to play our spells, or make a decision. Alright, we play first. I'm moving some crackers. I apologize if you hear some rattling. I'm back. Sorry about that. It was just like cleaning up a little trash. Alright, well, we'll keep this hand. Hey, JJ, thank you for the bits. Wow, we've got 550 bits already today. We are ballers. Highly appreciate it, my friend. I have no idea what you're saying, Jeffrey. Sorry. It was not graham crackers. It was just normal crackers that I had still sitting beside my desk from when I ate chili. Why can't you see me? Because I'm an ugly mofo. Ooh. We got to play a turn 4 Karn twice tonight. How fun is that? That feels real fun. What was the other card? Walkie. I resemble Jabba the Hutt. Hey, Calf, what's up? Wait, what? Oh, they had never. Is it wrong to just cast Eldritch Reborn here? They don't have a ton of creatures in their deck, and I want my Karn back. I guess it's actually bad because I forgot never had more text than that, and I don't get my Karn back. I can get Durganti though, so. No, I can't get Durganti because this doesn't produce mana. Rip. Yeah, I just can't get Dragonti. Wow. So my play was just terrible then. I attack you. My play was not great. If they use their mana on the Never, though, and they don't have a Fatal Push, we can put a counter on the Walking pre-combat. Oh, so they're the blue-black deck. Alright. Alright, we'll take our 2. Yeah, if they don't have a removal spell, we can. And now they played a tap land. Oh, okay. Well. I feel like we're just about to get scarabed. That was my contempt, so that's good to know. So we get the Karn back. We'll take the Karn up. Cool, we get another land. Wonder if we should have just got Walking Ballista there. If the Karn survives, we probably will. So we've not drawn a Contempt this game. It's going to make it very hard to, like, beat a Scarab God if they have it. I meant minus Karn and get it back if it survives. Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. I think the blue-black mid-range deck's pretty positioned right now, but somebody needs to figure out how to make it just a little bit better versus burn. Or versus the red decks. I shouldn't say burn. Okay, well, I guess we're pretty close to just dead then. I'm still just going to bash. He can kill one of these. The go here is to get him low enough that we can kill him if we draw a Karn and get this Walking Ballista back somehow. Or if we like draw a removal spell for the Scarab God next turn since he only has one activation. But it's pretty difficult to beat. We had a lot of outs there. Could have drawn any of our Contempts or any of our last Eldest Reborn. We could have drawn our Nissas. But nope. We'll just continue to draw nothing. I do think blue-black's good. I don't think a random 3-drop swap fixes that. Like, it makes it a little bit better, but like that card's not good versus Earthshaker. It's not good versus Glorybringer, Phoenix. It's not good versus any of their sideboard plans. So as long as they don't have Essence Scatter, we still just can't win because we can only do 6 damage. There's only 2 Walking Ballistas in our deck total. And we've already gone through both of them this game. So we just really don't have it out here unless the game is accelerated long enough for us to draw like multiple cards. Just one card will not win from here. It's very accurate. Yeah, but ramping into your 5 drops doesn't matter in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But like, what do I know? Buy this stupid thing back. Not sure. So we're going to go to 9. I guess I could have double blocked the gifted last turn or whatever. If I'd done that, they would have stayed at 6, but I would just die to the attack this turn. Alright, well, we're dead anyway. Oh. It said misclick, but I don't even know what they're talking about. But we need this. We need this. We need these. Kind of want these. They're good versus the majority of their deck, just not the gifted Efferborns themselves. Still want these. Still want these. I guess I don't want these at all. Probably don't actually want these either. I don't really want to get rid of that either is a problem. Get rid of one of these. And we only have 23 lands. We can't really get rid of those all willy-nilly all the time, can I? Still going to. Cannot sack Brontodon without a target. Nope. Alright, we'll keep this hand. This hand seems fine. Actually better than fine, I think. Could have considered Spyglass, but I don't want to bring it in for just one target. They probably have commit and memories and stuff too. Don't like the Chupacabra? I basically just wanted as many things as I could to get value. We're going to turn 3 Anissa in Standard? Feels like this will be neat if we do it. I assume he's deciding whether he wants to kill this or not. They have an Efferborn. Would I trade it for this? Boo. No turn 3 Nissa. Man, Scarab God. Scarab God's great. We were having a fun game. The opponent just played Scarab God and it was over. I assume this doesn't resolve. Oh, it did. Well, I assume he kills my forest then. Not actually too concerned if he does. Goodbye, forest. You'll be missed. So this turn they kind of need to kill the Nissa. Which means we just resolve another Nissa and hope they can't kill that one. I like, by the way, how we're like kind of like basically getting our best draw and our opponents played 3 spells and like we might not be ahead. Well, at least that was neat. Pretty far behind though, ain't I? We'll ultimate that because of Gear Hulks. I think there's a reasonable chance that like he can just Gear Hulk and Contempt it on the following turn. Cool. feels like we're about to be 1-3. That was a good draw, actually. Maybe Nissa's Ultimate's powerful enough to win, but... anything he got off that Gonti is going to be just devastating. Definitely going to kill this. No idea if Murph's in here. He was earlier. I don't think anybody banned him, but they could have. Oh, it doesn't have anything? Ooh. Is this something? Hit him with a 13. Well, I guess Gearhulks could be in their decks, so... I ordered all of this kind of poorly. I should have just attacked a Frish card to begin with. Yep, I played very poorly this turn. Should have definitely attacked a Frish card before I let my Karn get contempted. That's what we in the business call suck it, Murph. Oh, they hit another land. One more land they can Scarab God and use it. Liliana. Okay. And they ticked it up. Wow. I guess I'm just constantly getting rocked. Still have one of my face down cards too. Okay, this could definitely do something. Not worried about my Vraska being on either 3 or 1. Maybe I should have protected my Vraska in case they drew exactly a Scarab God on this turn. Yeah, it seems like that's potential what I should have did, but... like really far behind, feel like I have to get the game over with too, so it's like kind of a weird spot in a way. I'm not really behind, but like I'm teetering on the like top of a peak to where yes, I'm ahead at the moment, but once he restabilizes, it's going to It's just like come crashing down very quickly. What is your definition of hot? Like, are you talking about the art, whether you think it's good, or I don't know what you're saying when you say that. Could have tapped my mana better and left a different green untapped. Guess killing this is better. Oh, that card's unplayable trash in my opinion. I don't even think that card's average. It might be okay in limited. Sacking your creature's like a huge cost. And it doesn't have haste or anything. So after all this time, they had one of my bros? And then I draw another land again. At least our lands aren't terrible, unless we draw running lands. Ooh. That's about as good as a card can get in this spot. They may not know they can sack Karn. I'm not a fan of that card. Cool, they don't know they can sack Karn. Nice. We won that game. Nissa Ultimate good. I almost want this card the way that game played out. I almost want this card the way that game played out as well. I'm not a fan of it though. Like, token strategies in general are just going to be bad as long as Chain Whirler's okay. So that means I'm sacking a real card for it. I'm not into sacking a real card for it. Unless, like, they print something. Hey, gamer, what is up? I have no idea, JJ. I don't keep up with the lore at all. I think I'm going to take out the Choops. For Carnies. Corey may know, or somebody else in the chat may know, but I have no idea. That Karn was in my deck, not their deck. They took it with Gonti. The only thing I've saw so far that I would want to Karn from them is exactly Scarab God, and I don't want to bring a one of in for one card. But that Karn was from my deck. Like that was a Gontied Karn. Alright, well we have to keep very land heavy, but I think it's a kind of an easy keep. I don't think you're going to mulligan very many hands. I have a Llanowar Elf, even if the Llanowar Elf's not doing anything. So I think the reason we did so well last game in terms of being able to survive was he just didn't draw Champion of Wits early. I think that was the big difference. If he casts Gaunty this turn, I'll probably Vraska and tick down because, well, it's not casting Gaunty. I like to get some guaranteed value. Llanowar Elf did get in. He's done 3 points of damage. Wow. So I thought they might have been Landlight, but they are not Landlight. They're not Landlight at all, are they? So if I play this one, I get to attack for 5 this turn. I think that's good enough. And I'll just hold the Vraska as like a really expensive removal spell. Yeah, when they just threw 2 lands in their graveyard, I was like, alright, well then. I like keeping to apply the pressure there, and if I'd played the, alright, well, Never's pretty good. I'm willing just to play this now. They could have negate, but I'm not worried about them having negate. Oh, I messed up. I messed up badly. This doesn't tap for mana no more. Ha! I'm an idiot. Rishkar's gone. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, my friends. I'm such an idiot. I'm an idiot. You can't stop me tonight. I'll do what I want, alright. I'm not very bright. You have to start buying these back soon. And that becomes problematic. Wow. Discard an Eldest Reborn and a Liliana. How much trouble am I in? Ooh. No, my way of thinking's not higher. My way of thinking is like just breathing through my mouth, you know, doing a little dancing on the weekends. I feel like they have negate anyway, so it's probably not going to matter. Negate or like Supreme Will or something. Like they've been playing this game like they have a counter spell. That's a Giante. They've definitely played this game like they have a counter spell, though. Oh yeah, I'll Stone Cheat a fellow. I think this gives them the most things to deal with next turn, while guaranteeing we deal damage this turn. Because like now they have to kill the Nissa, and if they kill the Nissa and can't block or kill the Walking Ballista, they're still dead. So it like basically presents 2 lethal threats to do it this way. And they don't have a contempt in their graveyard, so I don't have to worry about Gearhulk. Hey, we have a chance for a pity chest. Hey, every game tonight spend 2-1 or 1-2. This deck's kind of fun. I don't know if it's great, but it's kind of fun. I'm probably sideboarding it horrendously. Can't keep 6 lands, Fatal Push. It's a 4 for 5th mulligan now. I really shouldn't keep this hand either, but I'm a wild and crazy kid, so. Sure, you can link me anything. I'm going to have to read that card. I don't know exactly what that is. I don't think we can probably going to struggle beating this game 1. Why is it not letting me cast my Llanowar Elf? My mana's tapped. It let me tap my tapped mana. That's great. Don't see it in theaters, not good. Alright, let's look at this tapped out deck. It's a Ripjaw Raptor in here. Just pull it over real quick so anybody who's watching on YouTube can look at it. They can take a screenshot now if they want to keep looking at it. And then let's pull it back and actually read some of this stuff. Temporal Gateway, what do you do? Historic permanent. Ooh, so it's kind of like a Quicksilver Amulet. Cool. Well, we've drawn 6 lands after our mulligan in our 23 land deck, but yeah. Gateway, experimenting. Oh, he's got a sideboard guide and everything. What a little champion. Alright, well, I'm going to aggressively attack with all of my bros. They have ignored my bros. I'm not sure how I win then. I didn't cast Anissa because it's just too easy for them to have a counterspell there, and they have to deal with the creatures, you know, somewhere over the rainbow. That's probably dumb. I probably should have just jammed Nissa and said beat me. Fumigate? No, that's not a Fumigate. So these decks typically play 1 negate. There's just no chance that this attack's going to work. Okay, maybe it is. I wonder if I should have not played the swamp just in case they didn't have a cast out. Fortunately, they have disallows as well, so I can't really just minus this. Have they settled a wreckage we can? Pretty sure we're just dead, but I could have got to 2 lands there, but don't really do anything, and drawing them doesn't seem like they hurt either. It only hurts if we draw like multiple in a row. Cool. Yeah, but if I just went ahead and ultimate, he could have had a disallow, and then we'd been out the entire Nissa. I could have not attacked with both, but I wanted to apply as much pressure as possible. It's like pretty hard to beat these decks anyway. Like approach kind of crushes the green decks. We get some discard spells once we hit the sideboard and a couple of Carnage Tyrants, so like we have a little bit better chance, but like not a lot better chance. So it's 5 cards down after that. So they draw it next turn 100%, and there's no way we can pressure them. Our main deck doesn't give us enough tools to kill them this turn. So we're just dead. We're literally dead on board. But maybe they'll miss the Rivulet play, so we'll give them that opportunity. Another land. Another Nissa. It just doesn't matter what I do with any of these cards. We're just dead. So if you use this, the game is over. And the game's over. Alright, so we can bring in these, this, and these. What's the best blue-white deck? They're all bad, but just blue-white controls the best overall, just a normal build. Only play approaches if you expect to get paired versus like a bunch of green decks and a bunch of the slower red-black decks. Not much change in how I'm feeling. About the same-o, but it's not that bad, so it's fine. But just the blue decks are miserable at the moment because they just do not beat the red decks, and the red decks are like 50% of day 2 fields. And that's probably exaggerating when I say 50%, but they're like 30-some% or something. Like you have to run so incredibly well to do well with those decks. I think I'm gonna take these out too. Contempts are okay because they typically bring in Gear Hulks and they have the Teferis, and like Teferi's the Smasher. But I just don't think I want it in general. Well, approach beats the green decks, and it's goodish versus the red-black decks, but like it's not great versus the red-black decks. I don't think I want the... I kind of want these walking ballistas because they have settled wreckage, but I can't think of 2 other cards to take out. Maybe the servants aren't good enough? The blue-black decks, like if you're wanting a blue-based control decks, the blue-black decks just have a better win percentage versus red. Karn's going down so much. I'm glad I didn't buy them when they were new. I'm just going to take out a couple of Karns. Like, Karns aren't particularly good anyway. Fine, I'll keep it. It doesn't seem impressive. I'm not going to duress early. The Kinley Phoenix is all... The red cards are all just like crazy expensive right now. That was a play mistake, but whatever. Should have led with the green one. Have F6 pressed, by the way. Because it's the best thing to ever press. Our red deck was going to be B. I'm surprised Chain Boiler never went up. I think it's because people expect to ban it. Or expect it getting banned. Boom. Get the rest, homie. You don't really have things. You have a torrential... You have a friggin' walking ballista. Boo. Probably going to use the negate here. So we kind of need to hit some of our walkers on the quick. I guess they hit another counterspell if they're not willing to cast the ballista. Play this one first. Fun times. Blue-green Karn without negates. Like a cute cartoon. But he's spouting water, homie. Could force them to use this so I can get 3 more damage in. I think I'm just going to start with this and then decide afterwards. Is that a good draw? I'm not 100% sure. Because I drew such a powerful card, I'm actually willing to do this. Just to deal the 3 damage. Like, they may play to the Gearhulk next turn. This kind of makes the Gearhulk just bad. I think Esper's just really bad, too. Gearhulk is a bad Magic card. This has been proven over and over and over. There might be an Esper list that's out there that's good, but it's not going to have more than, like, 2 Gearhulks in it. It's just not. At least not in the main deck. I don't know about sideboards. So that flipping was a problem. Maybe I should have sacked a Brontodon. I also should have just attacked with the Thrashing Brontodon before I cast this. This was a play mistake. Had I not played this first, there was a good chance he would have taken this 3 damage. So this just seems like it's really bad of me. It is immune to duress late game, which makes it a little bit better versus the red spells in general. But it's like a lot worse versus so many things. Like it's worse versus red-black because it just gives them a target for Murder Bolt. It's worse versus other control decks. So this is 10. If we hit a Walking Ballista, we win. That's not a Walking Ballista. That's not a Walking Ballista. It doesn't kill, it doesn't win anymore, but that's fine. And if they just have double approach, we're dead. They only have 2 unknowns, though, and they would have had to intentionally left the approach on top, which seems like pure lunacy if they intentionally left it on top. So, that just kind of blows my mind, but we're dead. I don't see how they left it on top. Like, it literally blows my mind. They could have drawn it in the other 2 draw steps, I guess. But we had outs to win. We could have found a discard spell. We could have found a Walking Ballista. Like, we had a lot of outs there. Oh well, we went 2-3. We mulliganed a bunch. The deck seems like pretty medium, to be honest. It doesn't feel particularly good. These Karns were just terrible, as Karns often are. The Eldest Reborn Nissa combination was really nice. No pity chest. Yeah, the Nissa and Eldest Reborn seem pretty good, but the Karns seem terrible. I don't think I like the Karns at any point. We even turned 3 to Karn once, and like, it didn't feel that great. I want my pity chest. Let's go buy one. Big money pity chest, baby. Oh wait, I already have a chest. I was going to buy a pity chest, but apparently I already have one on my account from somewhere. I have no idea where it came from. Probably some random off stream. Yeah, we got browned. Like, weren't close to close. The only decks we've been winning with on this stream is like when we're playing red decks and we're playing blue-black mid-range, and like, we still win with blue-white approach, but like we shouldn't win with blue-white approach. It doesn't make sense that we are. There's no other artifacts in this deck. I don't think you make that many constructs when there's no other artifacts really in your deck. Just making a 1/1 that attacks for 2 the next turn seems super bad. Like, that's a 4 mana, spend 2 turns to attack with 2 points of damage. That just doesn't feel good. Maybe it's what you need to do with this deck, I don't know. But it doesn't feel good to me. This deck also doesn't feel like an aggressive deck. It feels like with like these type of cards, it's kind of a more mid-range deck. No, the next turn it's 3. It's not 4, it's 3. So turn 1 there are 1/1s, turn 2 there are 2/2s, and turn 3 there's 3/3s. Then turn 4 you have to plus it, and then turn 5 they're 4/4s. It just doesn't seem great. Now, if I had 4 Walking Ballistas, or if I had like some Scrap Heap Scroungers and some Beaumonts, I think ticking it down, or even some artifacts, I think ticking it down would be like a lot better. But right now, it just feels like it's for us today, it felt like it's a 4 mana draw a land or a 4 mana put a 1/1 in play then die. That's what it felt like this entire tournament. Even the game that we played it on turn 3, it didn't really do anything but just like give us a land every turn. Like, you can do so much better for 4 mana. I'd rather just Gaunty for 4 mana. There's decks that Karn works in, I just don't think this is one of them. There's no Heart of Kiran, there's no other artifacts, and the majority of cards that's going to be pulled up, like we have 23, 30, 32 lands, so like over half the cards we hit are just going to be bad. I don't know. We didn't draw a Ravenous Chupacabra in the tournament, did we? And we left them in. I don't know. The deck felt fine. It felt like it was doing things, but it didn't feel like it had a powerful enough way to win. Whereas, like, anytime I play blue-black mid-range or, like, the mono-red decks, like, I'm drawing at 5-drops that win the game. These 5-drops felt like they did things, but they just didn't necessarily win the game. Or at least they didn't win them quickly. Anyway, so had a pretty fun stream tonight. Like, I like this deck. I would play this deck again. I would certainly play this deck again. I do not think this deck's a bad deck. I just wasn't impressed by Karn. It felt like it was super medium. But like, maybe it is only super medium when you give it such a small sample size. Like, this was just 5 matches, right? Like, maybe if I play 15 matches, the card will perform much better. Karn's actually been pretty medium in every deck we've played, but I think a lot of the decks we played it in, we didn't tick it down enough, and like that might have been the case here too, but just like making a 1/1 that attacks for 2 doesn't seem good. Anyway, nobody wants to hear me ramble. We're going to hop off here. Like, the blue-green Karn deck, that deck seems fantastic with Karn. I'm going to tick down with that Karn a lot of the times. But, you know, a 1/1 construct and a bunch of mana producers doesn't feel impressive to me. I may have not minused it enough, like there was a couple of games where like I plussed it, got a land, and it survived a turn, and then I didn't minus it and get that card. Maybe I just have to get that card every single time, even if it's just a Thrashing Brontodon. Like, maybe that's just good enough. I'm not sure. But anyway, as usual, stream every single day. Thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll be back sometime tomorrow. We might play a red deck tomorrow, or we might play Ginger's blue-black deck, because we've lost like 2 days in a row, so it'd be nice to recuperate some of our caches. or some of our phony money, whatever you want to call them. I want to thank Mr. JJ and Mr. Lackaboss for the sweet biddies you guys tossed out. Appreciate it. And God, I'm so bad with like names. I can't scroll up. But anyway, thank you guys, and go watch Brad play like some Wizards deck that I really want to insult, but I won't. Take care, everybody. Thank you.